Hey bitches, welcome to episode 57 of Roll for Girl Dinner, where we let the dice answer the age-old question, what should we have for dinner? Today we'll be using these dice. These are my dice, I call them girl dice. Now let's get started with a roll for protein. 2 egg bites. I swear these bacon and Gouda egg bites are the comfort food of all comfort food. And you know, I wasn't feeling very well that day, so these were perfect. Next up, let's roll for some cheese. 5 Gruyere. Today I'll be using my favorite Dietz & Watson Gruyere cheese, and I think these will go perfectly. Now it's time to roll for some vegetables. That's a 1 for no vegetables and an 11 for radish. And you know, radish is always a welcome addition. Moving on to the roll for carrier. 5 Spam. The dice seem to be under the impression that we're having a keto day, which, you know, is fine, though I am worried it's getting a little bit too rich. Now let's roll for some Razzle Dazzle. That's a 6 for stuffed peppercini and an 18 for sun-dried tomato. I just purchased this Fine Food Dipman Greek stuffed peppercini duo, and it better not disappoint me because this seems like the perfect food for me. And honestly, if it's good, people in my life will never hear the end of it. But probably the same if it's bad too. And for our sun-dried tomatoes, we've got Bella Sun Lucci, and this is a new brand to me, so once again, we'll see how it is. Though I don't know that I've ever had bad sun-dried tomatoes. I do continue to have a few concerns about how rich this meal is. Time to get saucy with the roll for sauce. 10 Thousand Island dressing. As usual, we've got my favorite Lighthouse Thousand Island dressing, and I love this one because it's not nearly as sweet as a lot of them that you find. Now let's round this out with the roll for sparkling water. 4 Beach plum. Well, beach plum was recently dethroned as my favorite by Cherry Blossom. It's definitely still up there, so glad to see it today. Let's eat, bitches. But first, we need the luck. And, of course, we can't forget about the leftover coffee. Beach plum. Now, as you may be able to tell from the decorations, this was still from November, and I wasn't feeling very well this day, so the comfort food is really up my alley. I did microwave the cheese onto the Spam, as you can tell, and let me tell you, these first few bites were just glorious. I was happy. I don't think it's a surprise to anybody that the Spam goes really well with the egg bites, but they do. This is just a very cozy feeling girl dinner, and sometimes you just need that. Also, radish with Thousand Island dressing tastes so good. And the little bit of bite in the radish is a nice change up from all of these very mild flavors. The sun-dried tomato also goes with literally everything here. It's such a cheat code to a really good meal, and this meal didn't even need a cheat code. Alright, now it's time to find out if these peppers meet all of my hopes and dreams, and they better. And let me tell you, these were incredible. Like, surpassed every idea I had of how good they could be. If you are near a Costco, go find these now. Trust me, and you're welcome. And now it must become my life mission to find every feasible use of these. There is a tiny bit of taste difference between the green ones and the red ones, and I do like the red ones better, but both of them are really fantastic. And of course, we come to the point in the episode where I ask myself, if I were to play a character who would rate this girl dinner a perfect 10, who would I be? And today's is less of a character I would play and more of the player and a character I would love to emulate. And you know, I think I'm going to let them speak for themselves.
On the level of individuals and civilizations, personality predates ideology. Meaning, before you were a fascist, you were a bully and an asshole.
Well said, sir. Now what character are we playing today?
Here's the thing. I don't know what you kids are up to, but I do know one thing. Laws are threats made by the dominant socioeconomic ethnic group in a given nation. It's just a promise of violence that's enacted, and police are basically an occupying army. You know what I mean? You guys want to make some bacon?
And you know, I do think that Bud Cubby would rate this girl dinner a perfect 10. As for me, I, Kendra, give it a 9.
This is my meal. I call this girl dinner. Girl dinner.